peeking for? Is there something in the kitchen?
Daddy!
Did you miss Daddy?
First thing I'll say is immigrating is hard. It's painful, it's stressful, it's costly, it's time consuming, it's the actual process of actually physically packing up your belongings, leaving your family, your friends, your career, everything you've ever known, and moving to an entirely new country. It was one of the most amazing and mind-boggling things I've ever done. But it was also, I think, the best thing to ever happen to me. I just want to share how it happened, how it came to be, how I changed over the whole process. Headed to San Francisco, guys. It's an interesting place, and it is hot. The very first moment of the entire process was when I first saw the picture of Erica. I met her on a dating website, believe it or not. She had been in England for, I think it was a month. Yeah, so we chatted back and forth for a week. I was intrigued with the fact that she was in the Air Force, and she looked like the most cute, tiny woman, but she had this cool career and cool backstory. I was like, wow. I'd never dated anybody with kids before, so that was a new thing as well. When we first met, I obviously knew that she was in the Air Force. It never once crossed my mind that, you know, she's going to leave at some point. And the first day, we realized that there was a chance we would have to move to America. I remember the specific phone call. I was tiling this bathroom, and I got that phone call saying, I have to leave in a year. And by this time, the children were already calling me Daddy.
Who's that, Autumn?
Daddy Paul.
Daddy Paul, huh?
Yeah.
We've been living together for over a year. Hang on, knock at the door. They're big on God in America. What was I saying? After realizing that she had to move away, we had two choices. We had to either split up, or we had to get married, and I had to move to the States. I wasn't ready to end it, especially with the kids. You know, they were great kids. They call me, I'm their dad. It wasn't exactly a choice for me. I knew which one I had to do and that I wanted to do, but it was an adjustment. It was an adjustment of my mentality. I had to change how I thought about everything. There was a whole year between the time of finding out that we had to leave, between actually leaving and finding out where we're going. We had to go through the whole process of getting married and getting a visa. And our wedding was amazing. It was like something out of a fairy tale. It was beautiful. I don't know how you do what you do. And then we found out we were moving to California. I love California. I always had, and I'd never been there before. It was like hitting the jackpot. It was the longest, but yet shortest and most amazing year of my life. I mean, that year we found out we had to move. We got engaged. We got married. I got the visa. I left my job. I left everybody to come here. Getting a visa was painful. It was a lot of hospitals and a lot of paperwork and a lot of time and money. And apparently my medical hasn't even been received yet, so I ain't getting my visa anytime soon. Fuck my life. I used to smoke a lot of marijuana, and I told them that during the visa interview, which means I had to do 3 sets of drug tests over the course of 2 months, which held me back. Erica had to leave with the children to come to California in our new house alone, and I had to stay behind for 2 months. And I moved back in with my dad. I really enjoyed it. Spending time with my dad before I immigrated was, on the one hand, I was spending a lot of time with my old man and playing lots of golf. Fucking hell. Holy shit. Jeez.
Oh, one of these.
On the other hand, missing my family, realizing that smoking weed has caused my family to leave and me be stuck back in England for 2 months doing drug tests. It sucked. Also, 2 days after Erica left England, we found out she was pregnant. So for that 2 months I was stuck at home, Erica was pregnant and she had to tell me over Skype. I can't explain how that felt. So I was so eager to just go. I'd been through everything. I'd said goodbye to everybody. I'd quit my job. I was done working. I was just waiting for that visa to come through the mail so I could get on a plane. See, something that I didn't think about was leaving home. I would be leaving behind my ability to provide for my family, which is something that I took great pride in, putting food on the table. I was leaving my job behind. I was moving out here with no job to go into and not knowing exactly what I was going to do. I wasn't exactly happy about that. There's nothing wrong with being a house husband, and right now I suppose that's what I am. And I've always been surrounded by my friends in so many different ways. I don't know anybody out here. I have to build my social life up from scratch over again. It was daunting. I think the hardest point of the entire thing, saying goodbye to my dad at the airport, that was emotional. I have a great relationship with my dad and everybody, and my mum and everybody. I have a great stepdad. I have a great family, loads of friends, but my dad was particularly hard to say goodbye to because we just have a really close bond. The day he dropped me off at the airport was hard, but at the same time I was happy because I was going to see my family and my pregnant wife and the new place that I've been waiting for a year. And wow, it was deep. Back then I wasn't vlogging, I wasn't recording anything. All I was doing was Snapchats. Luckily I saved the Snapchat story from the day I left. I don't know what I was nervous about. Fucking airports are easy. Piece of piss. I've now got a 2.5 hour wait until I can board the plane. Ugh. And alive. Even the airport is beautiful.
In 2 miles, take exit 132
That's a fairly
for California
picturesque
Western
drive.
Lompoc, Vandenberg Air Force Base.
And so begins my new life in California as an American. I decided to start vlogging because I've always been a fan of making stupid videos.
252! Hut hut! Hey!
I've been on Snapchat for years. Here's my Snapchat name if you want to add me. The journey ahead is long and it's exciting. And that is basically the story of how it came to be that I am a Brit in Cali. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope it wasn't too boring. I know it's a little different from the other vlogs I've made. I just felt compelled to share my story of why I'm actually here and how it felt to turn your whole life on its head and just do something completely new and out of the ordinary. Normal programming will resume as normal from here on in. Cat. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my story. Be sure to subscribe to see what life brings me. I mean, who knows? It's going to be interesting. I know that. Thank you for 50 subs. My next goal is 100, so please help me get there. Subscribe, leave a like and a comment. Tell me if you know anybody who's been through anything similar to what I have, or if you have. And I'll see you on the next vlog.